Me and my boyfriend, female 24 and male 25, have been together for almost 4 years. We met and fell in love young and have what I would consider a 1 in a million connection. We are basically obsessed with each other. We are best friends who happen to be raising a few cats and lizards together to practice for our first child we plan on having within the next few years. By the way, this comes from Outrageous Claim 32, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OKStorytime subreddit. And we're here to give good advice goofily, but we don't have all the answers. We only know what we'd do, so let us know what you would do in the comments. NOP says, we are sappy and annoying and blah blah blah. He's planning on proposing in 2025. I've seen bake statements of him paying off the ring, and he asked my sister for permission to marry me since I don't have any parents anymore. We're both kind of limited in our friendships. I have a few friends I see sometimes, and so does he, but mostly we just want to be alone together playing video games or whatever. Him especially. He very rarely sees any of his friends, he has maybe 3, and he sees each of them maybe once a year. And he likes it that way. I try to encourage him to go out whenever there's an opportunity because having separation is healthy. But according to his family, he has always found it hard to connect with others and just prefers to be alone. Until he met me. Now he just wants to be alone with me. One of his friends is not my favorite person. I won't go into details because it's not my choice who he connects with, and honestly, I'm just glad he connects with someone enough to consider them a friend. He's male 26, openly bi, which never really meant anything to me until recently, because I'm also bi, and I know firsthand that it doesn't define you as a person, and shouldn't be the first thing you think of a person. Anyway, he and my boyfriend went to school together in the 4th grade, but they weren't friends until over 10 years later when they happened to get the same job. They were work friends, but never hung out outside of work until I encouraged my boyfriend to accept his invitation to hang out. It never happened again, and every time he was asked to hang out again, my boyfriend would insist that I join them. It was very clear from the second I met him that he didn't like me. For almost 4 years, I have completely ignored his obvious distaste of me, and have still encouraged my boyfriend to hang out with him and talk to him. I'm confident in my place in life, and if his friend could somehow make my boyfriend not like me, then he's not the one for me. My boyfriend has also ignored that his friend doesn't like me. He just kind of changes the subject or doesn't engage and moves on, which he doesn't have to do often because he doesn't talk to him any more than 3 times a year anyway. The other day, his friend called my boyfriend at around midnight. He answered and told him that I was there and that he was on speaker. He said hi and then talked about how miserable he was to be alone in life. He talked about how he just fills the void in his life with mindless, spicy sleep and booze, and was happy to see him happy, but hated that it was because of me. Then, he finally admitted it out loud. He said that he hated me when we first met, that I seemed like a witch, and that he didn't think I was right for my boyfriend. My boyfriend and I just stayed completely silent, stunned. He continued to talk, saying he gets that he chose me, and that he has grown to not hate me, just dislike me, and that I only matter as much as my boyfriend likes me, that when we break